only take a day or an hour to make a chair, while really to make a chair might take you 5 hours. So it's always that, yeah, or a whole day. And then another constraint you always have too is the technology we do have, because we are only limited to our laptops, which are pretty decent devices, but to actually push the hard work, there's always technical difficulties that we run into, and we don't have the knowledge to kind of overcome that. We have to like find different routes for that, so that would be another constraint.
Yeah, that was probably one of our biggest. We had tools, but we didn't really have the full knowledge of how to use them, and but we overcame that. We figured out different methods, and in the end, our product, our end result was pretty good.
Like Airstream said, we didn't have the full knowledge of many of our tools, especially the Wild Magic engine. For example, one of the biggest issues we've had was the movement system. The problem was that the player was moving according to the world coordinate system as opposed to the local coordinate system. And the second problem with that was collisions with the player. As you may have seen in the first semester presentations of our GW, when we collided into an object, the character started spinning out of control. Yet, how we overcame this was, again, like how we did with our T-pose models, we gave it some sort of background story about why the character is so disoriented and wonky, and it's because when you wake up and find yourself in a captured, like you're captured, you're strapped to a chair, and there's blood and guts everywhere around you, and you're all groggy and you feel like you want to hurl. Yeah, you don't know what's going on. It gives the player. We tried to turn it into the sense where the player would be very would find it very hard to navigate, would find it hard to move around, look around. They wouldn't be moving too fast, and yeah, just very disoriented.
Alright, is there any other things you guys want to bring up in Postmortem, or learning, what you want to take away from it, anything like that?
Time management.
One is that I truly do understand when you hear game developers saying that, being the developer of the game, you never ever feel like the game is ready, because you always feel like there's something more that can be improved. There's a bug that can be fixed. Also, I know Deceptus is a great game. I know the concept there is amazing, and I just hope that we're able to further along more production on the game, because I actually believe it could be a real success. And I would also like to shout out Air on the background music. That was actually pretty good. It was really good for the basement level.
Well, I guess I could say what I learned was definitely try to utilize our resources more. By that meaning, we could always try to attend office hours, communicate more with other groups. Definitely the biggest thing that I took away from this was, like Daniel said, just similar to him, I really believed that this game had the potential to be something very unique and memorable. And what we definitely need to work on, like Aristide said, time management, time allocation. We need to really weigh what's more important, what's not, what we should switch our focus on, what should have more importance, and yeah, just what we can do to really make the game work and just look great.
One thing I want to address is, we're all talking about time management and things like that. Last year we worked in a similar group like this, and one of our main problems was time. And now this year we are having the same problem, but it's not to say that it's the same problem. We've gotten much better with our time management. It's just we have to keep doing it, and by doing that we're gonna have to keep continuing this game, or like just make new projects, just so that we can figure out like, okay, this is what this is, and we gotta move on from it. Like we know what our strengths are, like Daniel was mentioning, and we know what our weaknesses are, and we just need to keep addressing them. And sooner or later, like we will like complete like a really good game. And like everyone's saying, concept like I believe all our concept for our games were like really good. It's just like we thought too big for what we could create or something like that. And it's not to say that it's a bad thing. It's just we need to know what we can handle. And now every time we make something, we're gaining experience, whatever you can call it, knowledge, experience, whatever. And we'll get to where we have to be before the time is up.
Does anyone else have anything to say?
It was okay. Cool.
Alright, well, that
Team Smash.
is, yes, this is our final video blog. Thank you for listening. Thank you for following us. Feel free to follow us on Twitter, Team Smash GDW.
Oh yeah.
Whenever we will.
We are going to be here next year. Okay.
We'll see you next
We
year.
will see you next year. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And this is Team Smash.
Team Smash signing
Team
out.
Smash.
Yeah.